You know, I started working for the Irish Festival in 1998, so I have a ton of memories. I think the biggest thing is just seeing how much we've grown over those years. I remember just being in this little part of the park, then we sort of expanded north, and then the big jump is when we crossed the bridge and went over to the other side where we now have the rock tent. That really helped us expand tons. And we needed it because every year we would grow in leaps and bounds. We'd plan for maybe 20% more and suddenly 40% more would show up. So now we're at the place where, we're comfortable with our size, we love it, it's huge, and we just think it's so much fun.
One of my favorite memories of the Dublin Irish Festival was when Flogging Molly played. The crowd was so huge, they had to wait for us to move the tables and chairs, then the influx of people came. And it was just amazing how many people were there. I think that was the first year I noticed how large these crowds get, and they keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
In 2007, I worked for the Dublin Irish Festival for the first time. I was a stay-at-home mom at that time, and even though I worked 50 plus hours that week, when it was all over, I was hooked. I knew I had to be part of the festival. This year will mark the 15th festival that I have worked, and in those 15 years I have often worked in festival operations, a central hub inside of the rec center. Because I have worked in that area so long, some of my fondest memories are being able to reunite people with their items. So all of the lost and found comes into FestOps. And one recent memory is that someone turned in a full wallet. I was able to look up on Facebook, find his name and where he lived, and private message him. He was able to come into FestOps, and first of all, he was very grateful that someone even turned it in. And I will tell you that Dublin Irish Festival guests are very honest. So he was not only grateful that it was turned in, but that we reached out to him and he was reunited. And that memory is why I keep coming back to work for the Dublin Irish Festival.
My favorite part about the Irish Festival is to get to see all the Irish dancers. My first festival was in 2016. At that time I was not working for the City of Dublin, but I enjoyed the festival and seeing a group of adult Irish dancers and thinking, wow, I can still do this. So I signed up for an Irish dance class and now I work for the City of Dublin. So I'm working the Dublin Irish Festival while also performing and competing at it, which is really exciting. Last year I performed and competed at the Irish Festival while also doing my work duties such as social media and media coverage, and being able to bounce back and forth between dancing and having to do my job was really fun and exciting. I kind of spent the entire weekend here and I just can't wait to do it again. So I'm looking forward to this year's festival.
I have actually never been to the Dublin Irish Festival, and this year will be my first year working and attending the festival. And even though I've never been, I have some deep family roots here in Dublin, and my grandma always loved to attend the Dublin Irish Festival, and she volunteered at it for many years as well. So this year and years to come, I'm really looking forward to forming some of my own memories.